I'm Pat Mayo with a quick preview for the 2021 Valspar Championship DraftKings picks lower tier players, sub $8,000. I've already been over $8,000 and above and what you should be doing in that territory. We look at the first number, $7,900. Keegan Bradley. Everyone's playing Keegan Bradley this week. This is a course where you do need to chip and putt a little bit. You can ball strike your way through it, as we've seen. Hey, Keegan Bradley was once the first round leader at this course. He missed the cut that year because he's Keegan Bradley and the guy can't putt. So you really have to hope this is an outlier week for Keegan Bradley, especially with the type of ownership that he's coming in at right now. I much prefer dropping $100 and going to Gary Woodland at $7,800. The ball striking has been excellent. He's won at this course before. It's been a while, but he's won at the course before. And it seems like his former game is starting to get itself back into form following the labrum injury. That you can buy low on Gary Woodland, who, if we rewound to a year ago at this course, he would be $10,000, maybe even higher. Now he's 78, and the ball striking is starting to return to form. This is a club down course. That's usually where Gary does his best work. Hopefully his putter shows up this week, and all of a sudden, he is good to go. Much prefer Gary Woodland over someone like Keegan Bradley this week. Continuing going on down the list of the $7,000 players, you have Lucas Glover, who is trending very well right now. Hopefully, again, he can make some putts, but the tee to green game has been absolutely immaculate. Coming over from the European Tour, 3 top 10s, 4 top 15s. He has 4 starts in 2021. None are worse than T15 on the European Tour, mind you, but at Sam Horsfield, he's going to be playing in the PGA Championship coming off another top 5 in the Canary Islands last week, losing to my man, Garrick Higo. But, that's okay. If Sam wants to T4 at the Valspar, I am perfectly fine with that. Very low ownership on Sam Horsfield because no one knows who he is. He's actually a very highly ranked European Tour player. So get him in your lineups. The other guys you want to use, Doug Gim, $7,300. Almost a must play here. Luke List at $7,000. Keith Mitchell at $7,000. Tom Hoagie at $7,000. And if you're going to continue to drop into the $6,000 area, the one guy I really do like, and if you go look at the bottom of this field, it's bad, like really bad. A few of those guys are going to make the cut, but there's 156 players in this field for the first time ever. That's up from 144. The 6 of 6 percentage is going to be somewhere around 4%, 5%, maybe. If Corey Connors misses the cut, it'll probably be like under 1% this week. So I wouldn't go too deep into the lower 6,000s. That's why you're going to see a balanced approach make a lot more sense with your lowest price player being $7,000 or $7,100. But I do like Seb Straka at $6,800. Sorry, yeah, $6,800. In his first start here, he came T46. That was in 2019. Obviously, this wasn't played because of COVID last year. But he was the first round leader that year, and he plays his long irons really well. We're going to see a lot of that. And he has a fantastic total driving mentality. The good drives gained are off the charts good. He plays long par 3s really well, and he tends to show up at more difficult courses, which Copperhead is. So if you really want to go in, he's the last man in type player, is Seb Straka this week at the Valspar Championship. So you're going to see a lot more balanced lineups. Now, there is a method that I didn't go over that I think is going to be very contrarian this week, and that would be using both Dustin and Justin Thomas, or one of those guys with another $10,000 guy and going directly into the $7,000 area where there's a lot of viable plays. Like I mentioned, Luke List, Keith Mitchell, Tom Hoagie, Tom Lewis, Seb Straka. Use 4 of those guys with the 2 studs. That could be the key to unlocking a very unique lineup this week. It sounds super risky, but if we're going to play this under the assumption that this is a tournament where, there's a lot of variance with the cut because it's a hard course, not a lot of guys are going to make the cut, is the biggest field that we'll see all year, you might as well take some chances, right? If you get it right, you're going to be in the catbird seat going into Sunday and have a real chance at the big money. Remember to smash the like button to the video and head on over to the Mayo Media Network YouTube channel for a full extended breakdown of the Valspar Championship. Thanks for watching. I'm Pat Mayo.